Well, welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. Good to have you with me today. The Cuyahoga Land Bank has a number of newly renovated homes for sale. President and General Counsel Gus Frangos, along with the Chair and Ward 12 City Councilman Tony Brancatelli, are both here to tell us about these homes and the mission of the Cuyahoga Land Bank. Gentlemen, good to have you on the broadcast with us today.
Good morning.
Great to be here.
Yeah, tell me a little bit. Give me a little history now. You're President and General Counsel of the Land Bank. What is the Cuyahoga Land Bank, Gus?
The Cuyahoga Land Bank is a separate nonprofit corporation, but it was created by Cuyahoga County to take a regional, countywide view of the aftermath of the foreclosure crisis, where we've had a lot of blight, a lot of decay, a lot of abandonment, a lot of foreclosure. And it was necessary to create a repository and a tool to try to deal with that chaos and triage it and turn lemons into lemonade by getting homes that had been distressed. And then we have tried to take them and make them available to people to rehab and to live in.
Councilman Brancatelli, Tony Brancatelli, that's a big job, isn't it?
It's a huge task, and it's a huge undertaking when you look at the volume of real estate that we're dealing with across not just Cleveland, but all of Cuyahoga County and the neighboring suburbs.
So what do we do? What's the process of getting this land and getting it into the land bank so that we can use this land, these houses again?
There's a whole series of ways that we bring real estate into the land bank. Some of the contractual relationships we have with our GSEs like Fannie Mae, HUD, as well as with the mortgage companies. But the largest supplier of real estate right now is using our Board of Revision sale as a way to bring in delinquent tax properties and abandoned properties into the land bank.
Gus, I've been with you when you've made presentations of some of these houses out of the land bank to somebody who's able to buy those houses. How do people get in line? How do they say, well, Gus, I'd like to be in line to do that? How can I get in on the land bank deal?
We very much welcome people to go to our website where we post all of our properties that are for sale. And we have a program called the Deed in Escrow program. And what that is it's an opportunity for people to go online, take a look at a property, look inside of it, see pictures, go and visit the property. And if they agree to rehab that home, we provide those homes on a highly incentivized basis. So it's our attitude is come one, come all. However, we do require people to do that rehab work, and we don't convey the deeds until that work is done. So it works for everybody. You get a nice home at a reasonable price, provided you rehab it.
Yeah, we've got the website on the screen right now, CuyahogaLandBank.org. You see that at the bottom of the screen. Go there, more information on everything we're talking about. This situation with the foreclosures hit hard. Hit you especially hard because many said the epicenter of the foreclosure crisis years ago was Slavic Village inside Cleveland, inside Cuyahoga County.
Yeah, 8 years ago, I reflect back on the presidential election when Slavic Village's ground zero, we were hit by media teams from all over the world who were coming out to see what was going on and how this occurred. But for organizations like the County Land Bank, we are seeing a lot of progress now. We're seeing people step up. We understand, you and I are both Cleveland school students, and we knew numerator and denominator. The denominator was we had far more housing than we could ever occupy and a lot of distress housing. We need to shrink that down through demolition. At the same time, now we're seeing housing recovery programs like Slavic Village Recovery, other programs like Neighborhood Investment Broadway. So we're starting to see people really look at the value of living in a city and an urban environment that has seen a huge rebound. Yeah,
you're really proud about this veterans program. I know I was involved with you on a couple of stories where veterans were giving houses, or able to buy houses. Tell me about that program.
We're very proud of those because those are situations where we're not only able to provide a house to a homeowner, but when we can reach out to special populations, especially veterans that have served our country and we need to take care of them, that's especially gratifying. And so we do provide incentive programs for veteran purchasers, as well as other special populations. But veterans is a very special one, near and dear to us.
How do you decide what property to put into the land bank to rehab?
The properties, we bring in about 80 to 100 properties a month, so that's a heavy volume. About 60% of them still have to be demolished, and we determine that through a team review. There's no shortcut. We go in there and we analyze all of the systems, mechanicals, plumbing, etc. And when we find homes that are beyond repair, those have to be demolished. We have to eliminate the blight because they are a safety problem in the community. But when we evaluate the home and it has good bones on it, and it's something that can be rehabbed for a reasonable amount. Those are the ones that we pull and we put them onto our website, and we enlist the public to come and try to buy these homes at a very incentivized price. And we help them along with it.
Before I ask Anthony Brancatelli to look into his crystal ball to tell me what he sees in the future regarding all of this, I want to put a phone number on the screen where you can get more information. 698-8853 in the 216 area code, or you can go to that website at the bottom of the screen, CuyahogaLandBank.org. Look into your crystal ball. What do you see in the future regarding this whole situation?
It's really exciting. The momentum that Cleveland has now, people looking at the urban environment, our fastest growing districts like downtown, when you look at Ohio City, Tremont, when you look at areas like Collinwood and others, you're starting to see people appreciate the nearness to being downtown. When I have entertained outside interest and outside reporters, they say, why do we not respect our urban environment as much? Now we're starting to see people value the urban environment. And for us, it's an opportunity to reshape the landscape. We're getting rid of the worst properties. A lot of those old factory-built homes that we lived in when our grandparents came in and worked the mills, we're clearing that out. We're building new homes. We're rehabbing houses that can be saved. So you're starting to see that change. You're starting to see investments in infrastructure, and you're starting to see small businesses prop up again.
Many thanks, gentlemen, for being on the broadcast. A new beginning, right, Gus, for all of us?
Absolutely.
Regarding this Cuyahoga Land Bank. Gus Frangos, President and General Counsel of the Cuyahoga Land Bank. Anthony Brancatelli, Cleveland City Councilman, Ward 12. Many thanks for being on the broadcast.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll take a break. I'll be right back in just a moment after these words.